Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on a track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Started feed street blues, what I taught. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Get her ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Happening now, the Black Friday madness already begun.
The Black Friday frenzy, an estimated
Late night song, yeah. DISSECT.
Glitch the guarantee. E&E. 2020 got me seeing so clear. Put your boy shit. Lost and Glitch.
Not over here.
We cool niggas. This is
Boogie Major.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Pour looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain, it's vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Sick. Killing these kids is plan B. Sick. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Okay. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Yeah. Ever our cookers a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers be Japanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Sick. Studied the gang, how they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Pour looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money. Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain. I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. Late night. Late night. I know it's super, super late if you out here where I'm at, man. I'm telling you, man, we had a barbecue earlier, man. You understand me? We had the barbecue earlier. Everybody stopped through. I'm telling you right now, man, I had a goddammit food and drink, goddammit coma. And I it must have been like around 8:30 or something like that, because I was supposed to start the show at 9. You know what I'm saying? And I think I ended up pushing it up to like 11:45. And next thing you know, I passed out, man. And you know what I'm saying? I woke up, everybody was gone. You know what I'm talking about? It be like that sometimes, man. You know, when you're a busy guy like myself, running around all day, every day, you know what I'm saying, working 2 different jobs, you know what I'm saying, running everything else, going to the gym, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, you know what I mean, sometimes you got to relax, you know what I mean, and today was a day for relaxation for me, you know, so even though I was running around earlier, you know, but now we here and I'm up, like I'm up, you know what I'm saying, I got a good 6 hours of straight sleep in just now, a good 6 hours. So I'm up, you know. So I said, hey man, why not just go in? You know what I'm saying? I know probably ain't too many people probably going to be up this late. You know what I'm saying? Especially people that tap in with me. Y'all probably all sleep right now. But that don't mean nothing, and it ain't stopping nothing. You hear what I'm saying? Because y'all can always catch the playback, right? You know what I'm saying? But how many of y'all know about this? How many of y'all know about this? You hear me? Let me pull it up on the screen for y'all, man. What y'all know about Oprah Winfrey, right? Getting her so-called spiritual advisor, one of her spiritual advisors at that. He ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? But he's the one that's in the hot seat right now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this is crazy and this is ill because I talked to my pops earlier and he was like, for Spiritual Roots Sundays, we're going to be talking about the spiritual roots of the fear of God. Do you hear me? That's what we're going to be talking about later on tonight with my pops for Spiritual Roots Sundays. You did. Tap in, walk with us. You understand what I'm saying? We got this guy. Hold on, let me get a better picture. Let me get a better picture for y'all. I think I can find a better one than that. All right. Yeah, like here we go right here. All right. This is a better picture. Now, Oprah, man, you know what I'm talking about? All right. All right. Now I'm about to bring this picture up for y'all. All right. This y'all homegirl right here, man. Right? This is y'all homegirl right here, Oprah. This is Oprah Winfrey with JAOA de TEXERIA. All right. This guy right here. This guy, man. Oh my God, man. This guy right here is JAOA de TEXERIA Faria. All right. This guy is known as John of God. And this is Oprah Winfrey's former spiritual healer. This guy has been sentenced to 99 years in prison after being found guilty of heinous crimes, including rape and abuse against over 600 women and young girls. Shockingly, further investigations have revealed his involvement in a baby trafficking operation where newborn children were sold to childless couples. Wow. Wow. Wow, Oprah, really? This the type of stuff you involved with, Oprah? All right. This y'all girl right here. This y'all's girl right here. Hold on, let me bring the picture back up. All right. Yeah, man. Oprah look wasted in this picture too. All right. This is your homegirl, Oprah Winfrey, right here, man. Look at the people she's connected with, right? Harvey Weinstein. Her name was definitely on that flight plan to the Lolita Express with Epstein. Huh? This guy, John of God. And the other guy we're going to be getting to, ECKHARDT Tolle. Right? Man, I keep telling y'all got to watch who these people is connected to, man. You got to watch who these people are connected to. You never know who they're connected to. And the fact that they're connected to so many people who are outside of this person connected to each other through other people, I'll be telling y'all to connect the dots. This is why it's important to know this and to have this skill, to be able to connect the dots. Because a lot of things ain't going to make sense, right? Unless you have the ability to do that, right? Oh, it's getting kind of dark in here. Let me cut my light back on, man. Man, it's too dark for me, man. I want y'all to be able to see me, goddammit. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oprah's involved with some very nefarious people, man. You hear me? And the reason why I'm doing this video, because it's important, and it might be kind of good that I'm doing it late night like this. You hear me? I ain't gonna be here too long though, right? But tap in and walk with me though, man. Oprah Winfrey, right? This is Oprah and her so-called spiritual advisor, JAOA de Teixeira Faria, or JAOA Teixeira de Faria, all right? So this guy right here just got 99 sentenced to 99 years. This guy, 99 years in the joint, just got sentenced. You know? Let's read the article. In a stunning turn of events, JAOA Teixeira de Faria, widely known as John of God, and Oprah Winfrey's former spiritual healer, has been sentenced to 99 years in prison after being found guilty of heinous crimes, including rape and abuse of over 600 women and young girls. Shockingly, further investigations have revealed his involvement in a baby trafficking operation where newborn children were sold to childless couples. So, right? Drawing from information obtained from major news outlets, reputable sources, the gravity of JAOA's crimes become apparent. The accused operated in Brazil, where young girls were reportedly held captive in isolated farms, enduring unimaginable abuse and being forced to produce babies. Heartbreakingly, these victims were reported to be murdered after 10 years of giving birth. Damn. The revelations of JAOA's actions are both chilling and disturbing. One activist whose tireless investigations led to his arrest has spoken with women from Europe, the USA, and Australia who admitted to purchasing Brazilian babies for as much as $50,000. The harrowing accounts underscore the extent of a criminal network that John of God was involved in and the global impact of his atrocities. Man, listen. This news has sent shockwaves through communities worldwide, including among prominent figures who have previously expressed admiration for the spiritual healer. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton, acclaimed actress Shirley MacLaine, supermodel Naomi Campbell, and former Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva have all been associated with John of God in the past, heightening the disbelief and horror surrounding the case. Now, we're going to stop right there. Let me name all these people again, just in case y'all can't see or didn't hear me when I was reading it. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton, acclaimed actress Shirley MacLaine, supermodel Naomi Campbell, girl. Naomi Campbell, you involved with a lot of people, Naomi, man. All right. and former Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva have all been associated with John of God in the past. Birds of a feather flock together, y'all. Don't y'all ever forget that. That is an age-old saying, and it applies across the spectrum of people, from race to religion to financial background and all of that. Birds of a feather flock together. Don't ever forget that, all right? Now, of course, y'all know, man, we got to go in, man. You know what I mean? We got to go in. So this guy right here, they look like they are wasted in this picture, man. I should have used that for the thumbnail, right? John of God. I keep telling y'all, man, and this is, man, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to my pops, man. Shout out to my pops for, you know what I mean? Shout out to my pops, man. You feel me? For, you know what I'm saying, having the foresight, the insight to have tonight's topic of the show be the fear of God, the spiritual roots of the fear of God. That is what we're going to be discussing later on this evening with my pops, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tap in, walk with us, right? Now, I'm not even expecting anybody to really be tapping in on this one, y'all. You hear me? Because I know it's late, but I'm up now, so I'm going to do it. You hear me? And I'm going to go ahead and put this together for y'all in peace and, you know, let y'all know how y'all girl OPRAH is involved with very nefarious people. And I don't understand. Well, I'm going to say I don't understand, but I just do this to shine light on. These people are all connected, like I always tell y'all, right? Oprah Winfrey is very well known amongst elite circles and organizations and situations. She's connected to the top of the top. I want y'all to understand, when you make money like how Oprah does, you are connected and tapping into those who run this reality. And make no mistake about Oprah Winfrey, right? Make no mistake about that. She's involved in a lot of stuff. She's involved clearly, connected to clearly global human trafficking. She has schools in Africa where they are basically ran under the same type of structure that John of God, right, had going on with his situation. When I say that, I mean in the way they ran as far as, you know, allegedly as a front advocating for the health, wellness, and improvement and empowering of young women and girls, right? Actually, these places are hubs for clearly human trafficking. This guy was running a global baby trafficking ring where he would sell children to people who couldn't have children. And I want y'all to understand this, man, because I could do a whole show on just this topic alone. There is a market for babies, man. People around the world want children, and most people, some people at the top of the top who can afford such things, people will be willing to do anything to have a baby, man. And I want y'all to understand that this thing is global, right? This thing is global, y'all. Don't make no mistake about it. This is a global situation, which means that very nefarious people all the way at the top are involved, right?
A massive financial settlement appears to be in the works for a series of sexual misconduct lawsuits involving disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. This is a major development in the case that helped launch the Me Too movement.
He calls himself John of God, but there's nothing godly about him.
A friend of mine introduced me to John of God 3 months after I joined, he started abusing me. I was 16. He'd take my panties off and do it. That's how I got pregnant. I asked for his help and he gave me some medicine. I thought it was a form of treatment, but it was meant to kill my baby.
New allegations and video have surfaced in the Tony Robbins sex scandal. Several more women are accusing the self-help guru of inappropriate behavior.
And you can also add the use of racial slurs to that list.
As long as somebody's called you, get that kind of response I see in you right now, when you're ready to explode, then what you've done is given that person absolute control of you.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Oprah's involved with some very nefarious people, man. She's connected to a lot of people who are very questionable, all right? Now, this John of God guy, right? This John of God, this dude been on the scene for a while now, right? You know what I mean? And Oprah endorses him. You know? Bill Clinton endorsed him. You know? I want y'all to understand that they put these people in positions of power, man. All right? They put these people in positions of power. And they use them up, like I told y'all, man. There's always going to come a point in time. There's always going to come a point when your use is going to be of no more use. Right? Now, I'm telling y'all right now, Oprah, be on the lookout, man. Don't be surprised if we start seeing Oprah getting put to scrutiny. Notice how she's connected to a lot of people, man. How does Oprah manage to escape being not questioned? How has no investigation gone into Oprah and what she's actually connected to, who she's connected to, who and what she is involved with, right? How is it that a person with such a high profile can manage to be connected with so many other high-profile people involved with the most lascivious, nasty, nefarious shit, and she not have nasty, lascivious shit on the bottom of her goddamn Louboutins, man? Huh? And this is why a guy like me is here, man. You hear me? This is why a guy like me is here, to connect these dots and expose, right, the matrix and the people who are here on the behalf of it. And Oprah Winfrey is one of those people. Let me tell y'all something, man. All right? Let me tell y'all something about Oprah. She's involved, right? Shout out to Judge Joe Brown. I don't agree with everything this guy says, right?
And I'm out of shape.
Hold on. Shout out to the Real DNA, Dana with the data. Shout out to Dana with the data, man. I'll be checking out your content, Ma. I respect your content. I respect your mind. You know what I'm saying? This is a very intelligent sister right here who critiques fairly, balanced. I think unbiased. You know what I mean? You know, although we all are biased in our own way, but you know what I'm saying? She's pretty fair, keeps it straight down the line. You know what I mean? She don't, you know, hold no punches against anybody. You know what I mean? Go check out her content. You know what I'm saying? She's a dope content creator. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? You'll see she got 60-some thousand subscribers. So, you know what I'm saying? Go tap in with her. You know what I mean? She does a good, breaks down a lot of things. You see she's a fan of Joe Brown. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? She might be affiliated with him somehow, some way. But like I say, I personally don't got no, you know, like, I respect Judge Joe Brown more, you know what I'm saying? His opinion. I don't agree with everything, but you know what I'm saying? He isn't the person who's in the position to know. And, you know, as far as what I researched into Joe, he's not a part of the Divine Nine or anything.
And I'm
like
out of
that.
shape. hot.
You know.
All right, so
When
any
you
minute
get
now they're going to be
upstairs once or twice.
I know. So I want to bring up Oprah Winfrey because this is going to segue into what we're going to be talking about, the sound of
You
freedom.
mean the guy that got 99 years?
99 years.
Her spiritual healer.
Spiritual healer.
Yeah, I want to play this because he's a judge now.
For RN girls accused of baby trafficking. And she propped him up so hard because she's Son of God.
Yeah, you can't say that word, even though we're reading it right there. That is the most preposterous mess. It's along with that garbage that you see the Michigan State House dishing out. Stupidity. You'd think somebody would have read the Constitution. You and I talked about that the other day.
So, Dana, if your people, hey, listen, man, fair use, Dana. You know what I mean? Like I said, I respect your mind, you know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with everything Judge Joe Brown says, though, but, you know, who agrees with everybody on everything? You know what I'm saying? I respect your mind, you know, you ain't got a flag or brother, nothing like that. You know, so I ain't asking for no, I ain't monetizing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go tap in with the system, man, the real Dana network, you know what I'm saying? Dana with the data, you know what I'm talking about? Beautiful sister, man. You know what I mean? Keep it fair and balanced across the board. Go check out her stuff. Let's go.
How short it is. It's not long, is it?
No, it's not.
Takes about 15, 20 minutes to go through it. And all of these people that are in the news, pushing news, participating in making the law, and they haven't read it.
Well, it says for decades, this from his small town in central West Brazil, John of God, worldwide reputation as a medium and faith healer. Oprah endorsed this man on her talk show in 2012 after traveling all the way to Brazil to interview him, calling him inspiring and encouraging women to seek his help. But his empire came crashing down in 2000.
So let me stop it right there. All right. So are we to believe that Oprah didn't know anything about what this guy had going on? And this is the thing I'll be telling y'all, man. And this is where our critical thinking, and this is where we have to really ask ourselves challenging questions. And with our critical thinking, deductive reasoning, process of elimination, right? Connecting the dots, we have to be honest with ourselves. Now, put all your emotions to the side, all your feelings to the side, whatever it is you think you know about Oprah Winfrey, and look at the facts of the situation. Oprah Winfrey is connected to very nefarious people who have been accused of the most heinous crimes that you could possibly imagine. All of them dealing to some point in that some extent to the trafficking or abuse or misuse of sexual violation of children, young women and ladies. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Jean-Luc Brunel, John of God, JAOA de Feria, ECKHARDT Tolle, and many, many more. All connected to each other through other nefarious ways, and then circle right back around to Oprah. So what I'm saying, y'all, is that Oprah needs to be investigated. I'm calling for the all-out investigation of Oprah Winfrey, right? I'm calling for the all-out investigation of Oprah Winfrey, right? A straight inquiry, not an inquest, an inquiry, because the inquiry has criminal charges as a result. If anything is found out, an inquest is just, asking questions. Nah, we need an inquiry on Oprah Winfrey, right? That's what I should have titled this show. I'm calling for a global inquiry on Oprah Winfrey, right? Now, Oprah is involved with some very nefarious people, man, right? And I want to get Judge Joe's perspective on this because he's a judge. He knows what's going on. He was a judge in Texas for a very long time, man. And I know a lot of y'all, including myself, don't agree with everything Judge Joe says or whatever, but he's in a position to know. So his word, his take on certain things is credible to certain extents, just for the simple fact he's in a position to know what he's talking about, all right? I'm pretty sure he's presided over similar cases in Texas for sure. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's go.
2018, when a scandal of gigantic proportions broke, revealing that the median had and abused hundreds of women and girls who had sought his spiritual help. John of God would spend the rest of his life behind bars, but the most...
That's why instead of going to a man for spiritual help, you go to the Most High for spiritual help, and hopefully he'll bless you with a man in your life or men in your life who can guide you on the path to get, you know, to contribute to you. Like I noticed I said contribute to you getting closer to the Most High, man. You want to get close to the Most High, read the scriptures, search the scriptures. And that's why tonight's show is going to be called The Fear of God, because that's what's missing in the world today. And this is just what LSD wants. LSD don't want you to fear God. LSD wants you to be in love with him. Now that's bars right there. You know, I'm not a religious person. I'm a very, very spiritual person, though. Always have been, always will be, right? And I'm telling y'all right now, Most High ain't having it. All witches will be exposed. All warlocks will be exposed. And not only will they be exposed, they're going to be dealt with. You need, and that's not a threat or promise. That's just what it is. You feel me? Because I'm nonviolent. You need, tap in and walk with us.
Disturbing allegations against him have been brushed under the carpet.
What do you mean, R? You when you say R, do you mean that word?
Yes, the 4 letters, yes.
Facebook doesn't, YouTube doesn't want you to say, but is it right up there on the screen?
Yes.
Some stupid nonsense. By the way, again, we all need to snatch Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all of the bunch of them into court, because they're violating our rights. And when you are an idiot and you think they can get away with it just because they are a private entity, think about the guy who got snatched in front of the Supreme Court when he was ordered to bake a wedding cake for somebody he didn't like, and that was just a one-man operation. Or the woman who wouldn't do the wedding website for some more people she didn't like. That was just one person, but the case wound up in front of the Supreme Court. See, the rule is if you interfere with, impact, or have influence on interstate commerce or communications, you become a venue where all of the civil rights attend. Now, clearly Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc., have big impacts on maybe hundreds of millions of people. So they certainly get stuck with the consequences. So we need to snatch them in, because this suppression of free speech is
Joe, y'all. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why Joe's perspective is needed and should be respected. See, when he's talking about things that he actually knows about, that's when you need to live. He's a judge, y'all. You can feel however you want to feel about Judge Joe, but he's a judge and he knows the law. He knows the Constitution, right? The Constitution for the United States of America, not of. And I'm telling y'all, I keep telling y'all about censorship, man. I'm going to do a show on censorship too, man. You hear me? We are being indoctrinated, manipulated through the mainstream, lamestream media, and now this new media of social media. We are being manipulated, indoctrinated into self-censoring, which is the worst type of censorship. That is the absolute worst type of censorship, is self-censorship. because then we are suppressing, like my man Joe said, our original and our natural thoughts. Our, we're censoring ourselves. This means we're depriving ourselves of our natural right, God-given right to speak our minds, right? And say what it is. The word is all pressed on the screen. Y'all just seen it when I put it in the damn article. Y'all see, and then they want to tell us we can't say it. That's direct violation of our freedom of speech. So if these companies and corporations are able to, because of their political influence through their financial capabilities, right? Is that saying that people with money got the right to tell people who ain't got money what they can or can't say? Right? You go to the courtroom, they ain't gonna have no problem with saying it's a rape case. So why can't we say it online when we're using YouTube's platform? Think about that, y'all. Listen to Uncle Joe, man.
Institutional. And it's because they have an agenda that they do not want to be subjected to clear and open debate. They want to suppress anything or any words that make somebody feel uncomfortable. Now, absent obscenity, there is nothing that you can't do under the First Amendment.
Right.
If you defame their character, well, truth is an absolute defense, and that's only personal. It's no way to prevent you from doing it. You have a right to do it. You just may have personal consequences when it comes to a lawsuit. And by the way, the purpose of a defamation action is somebody doesn't pick up a gauntlet, slam somebody across the face, and challenge them to a duel.
All right. So what Joe is saying is that when it comes to defamation and, a character assassination, you have to be able to prove a loss of something in order for it to be sticking in court and for you to win in court. All right. You see, now that the law and the Constitution has been usurped, all right, now that stuff means something completely different now. All right. Tap in, walk with us, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't expecting too many people to be up in this, man. You hear me? Because I normally don't be up like this myself. You feel me? Going in anyway, But I wanted to do this late night like this too. Just, I want y'all to catch this, man. And I want y'all to look into what Oprah is involved with, who Oprah is involved with, right? Who she's connected to, who she's connected with. You know what I'm saying? Oprah Winfrey definitely needs to have some eyes on her. She needs, we need, I'm talking about on a big scale. I'm telling y'all, watch y'all. Oprah's name keeps popping up too much, man. Don't be surprised, y'all. Don't be surprised if Oprah be one of the next ones to go down. Y'all see what's happening, man. I keep telling y'all it's the Ouroboros agenda, man. Being made to consume ourselves. This is a self-consuming system. This hexagonal tetragrammaton, Saturn. You hear me? Y'all better understand what I mean when I say those words, man. Serpentine system structure. You hear me? Made to consume itself, man. Right? Y'all better pay attention to what's going on, man.
Well, again, we have all these restrictions, but you have all this other demonic things going on. And I do see both our guests. I'm about to bring them up in 1 minute. But so John of God, and the reason why I brought up this particular thing, not only because it was trending, but it is a relation to what we're going to be talking about, i.e. Sound of Freedom, human trafficking. It says also.
Well, that's enough of that, right? Right. See, this dude, John of God, right? Yeah. Oprah endorses a lot of these people, man. All right.
So what do you mean you had the surgery?
Well, I was as skeptical, but you know, when you have leukemia and someone
Stay
says,
with me, people, because this is as woo-woo as
It
I
is
know
woo-woo.
how this sounds.
It
This
is
sounds
woo-woo,
like
yeah.
woo. It sounds crazy.
So anyway, Raina Piskova calls me from down in Abajani.
Okay.
She had the surgery. I had the surgery. Now the surgery, this is a guy who can do surgery to 1,000 people in a room at the same time. This is not, he is not somebody who does the surgery. Okay, he doesn't remember any of it that he does. You can watch him do it. He gets into this.
Hold on. That's not what I want to show. Tap in, walk with me, y'all. Late night side. We up and we here. We about to break this damn thing down. I apologize, man. We was barbecuing and stuff earlier, man, and eating, drinking, being married with my brethren, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the brother passed out, man. But we here now, though, right? We here now, though, right? You did up on the early side. You know what I'm saying? We up. You hear me? We here. Oprah Winfrey needs to be investigated. I'm telling y'all, man. Don't be surprised if Oprah's ass end up on that chopping block pretty soon here in a minute, man. How is it that Oprah Winfrey is able to be unscathed, connected to so much fuckery? Epstein, Brunel, right? Weinstein, John of God, Eckhart Tolle. Huh? Under her deodorant, fucking Gail Stale King. We got Dr. Phil comes from out of the house of Oprah. What happened to all them girls coming up missing at her schools in Africa? Why ain't we been looking? Why is no one investigating Oprah? How is it that she manages to stay unscathed throughout all of this fuckery and debauchery? How is it? Right? And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all see what's happening to the so-called famous black people, right? In Oprah's boule, Sigma Gamma Rho, if I'm not mistaken, right? So she's connected on so many levels, man. And look at all of the people who go down. Look at the people who go down. The Epsteins and the Weinsteins, right? They're all connected to Oprah. Oprah's all connected to them. They all have some type of relationship at some point with Oprah Winfrey. And then we talk about these spiritual healers, John of God, JAOA Teixeira de Feria, which I'm pretty sure means something in Spanish. You feel me? This guy, right? Oprah promoted this guy. You understand what I'm saying? Look at Oprah going down. All right?
This is an interview I wasn't sure would ever happen. One of the most famous spiritual healers in the world rarely talks to anyone on camera. John of God agreed to sit down with me under a
He rarely talks to anyone on camera, right? Rarely talks to anyone on camera, but he talks to Oprah Winfrey's black ass. I'm trying to pay attention to stuff like that, man. All right? John of God, or JAOA Teixeira de Feria, so-called spiritual healer, so-called spiritual healer. This guy talks to nobody. He goes on camera. Not too many people even know what he looks like. let alone if they have heard of the name, is like some mythical person, right? But he decides to have a conversation on camera, on site of his so-called facility with Oprah Winfrey. Tap in, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to
mango tree on the grounds of the casa. A group of his patients gathered to watch. John of God speaks only Portuguese, so Heather Cumming helped translate. Ready, guys? You describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What does that mean, a medium?
See, I can tell you that, right? Tap in, walk with me. What is a medium? Right? Anybody tapping in? What is a medium? You know there's more than one definition for medium, right? Hold on, we're gonna get back to this. We're gonna get back to that. All right. We're gonna get back to that. All right. We're gonna get back to that, but tap in with me. This is why I tell y'all, study etymology, study the origin of words, and break these words down and understand and inform yourself, educate yourself on what the words that make up the words we use, like medium. These words often be made up of other words, combined and conjoined together, compounded together. Now, and they often have more than one definition. So it's good for y'all, it's good for us to understand words, not just the definition of what they mean, but the origin of where they come from and what they mean. It's a big difference between studying the definition of words and the origin of words. You hear me? Good idea to be well informed on both. This is why I tell y'all to study etymology versus just looking up what words mean, but it's good to look up what words mean because it's connected, right? Medium, an agency or means of doing something, a means by which something is communicated or expressed, the intervening substance through which impressions are conveyed to the senses or a force acts on objects at a distance. Now that's powerful. The substance in which an organism lives or is cultured, right? A liquid, e.g. oil or water, with which pigments are mixed to make paint. Now that's a powerful definition right there. Pigments. Notice that pigments is underlined. Pigments, pigmentation. Yeshua cast the legion into the herd of swine, which is the characteristics, pigmentation, discoloration of a pig. I hope I didn't lose y'all right there, man. Tap in and walk with me, man. We're about to get back to the video, right? The material used, or the material or form used by an artist. Hold on, listen to this one. A particle form of storage for digitized information, such as magnetic tape or discs. Now look at this definition. A person claiming to be in contact with this. This is the one I wanted to get to right here, y'all. This is what a medium is. So whenever you hear somebody calling themselves a medium, I want y'all to understand. Hold on, let me come up for this. I want y'all to understand when someone is referring to themselves as a medium outside the parameters or definitions of the other terms. This is why I tell y'all it's important to study these definitions of these words and the origin of them, because a lot of y'all be using words and we don't have the understanding, the oversight to understand or see that these words have different meanings. So we can be tricked into thinking that a word is being used in another context, right? When it's actually being used in another one, when we're using the same word. And the word can mean different things, like medium. Medium as a use of a medium of exchange. right? Let me get back to the definition of medium, right? A particular form of storage or digitized information, such as a magnetic tape or disc, you know what I'm saying? A medium for music, you know what I'm saying? Or copying like on a USB or a floppy disk, you understand what I'm saying? From the old school back in the day, or now digitized information on the USB. You know what I'm talking about? A person claiming to be in contact with spirits of the dead and to communicate between the dead and the living. I want y'all to understand that part right there, all right? Hold on. Now, hold on. Let's go now, y'all. Tap in with me, all right?
That mean a medium? Hey guys, you describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What is?
All right. John of God, John JAOA de TEXERIA, or JAOA TEXERIA, refers to himself as a spiritual medium. This is Oprah's homeboy. She's promoting this guy. She's promoted this guy. She's advertised this guy. She's told people to go to his camps, his pro breeders books, all of this stuff, right? Oprah endorses this guy. You hear me? She asked him, you call yourself a spiritual medium, right? Spiritual medium, right? A person claiming, listen to the words y'all hear, right? Listen, a person claiming to be in contact with spirits of the dead and to communicate between the dead and the living. Spiritualist, clairvoyant, mind reader, fortune teller, seer, necromancer. Do y'all know what a necromancer is? Y'all know what necromancy is? See, this is the people that Oprah's connected to, all right? Y'all know what a necromancer is, man? Right? I keep telling y'all, man, we got to study these words. This person that Oprah Winfrey promotes and advocates for, he refers to himself as a spiritual healer, a spiritual medium, right? A medium is a person claiming to be in contact with the spirits of the dead and to communicate between the dead and the living. And these are some of the similar words that are connected to being a spiritual medium, a necromancer. So he's a necromancer, which means he conjures up the dead claims to be communicating with dead spirits, ancestors. And what did I tell y'all the Most High say about the dead, man? All right. What does the Most High say about the dead? What do I always tell y'all every time we have this discussion and this comes up? What does the Most High say about the dead? What does the Most High say about the dead? For the living know that they shall die. We all know this. We all know for a fact and a reality that we are going to die, right? But the dead know not anything. Neither have they any more of a reward, or neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is the forgotten. Oprah Winfrey is a goddamn witch, man. She's a bruja, man. And she bringing these people to the forefront, and they seem to go down smoking, and she don't. She's always in the clear. Why does Oprah got so much pull? The dead know not anything. So how the hell is this guy claiming to be a spiritual medium, necromancer, and the dead can't tell you nothing? I keep telling y'all, dead people can't tell you anything. They know not anything. They have nothing to give you. The memory of them is forgotten. So when y'all think about your ancestors, praying to the ancestors in the ancestral realm, that shit is demonic, man. So when we hear Oprah Winfrey promoting this guy and many others like him, we about to get the ECKHARDT TOLLE in a little bit here, right? You got Oprah Winfrey endorsing, promoting these people. This guy calls himself a spiritual medium. And let's not forget what a medium is. I'm tripping on my back. Let's not forget what a medium is. Right? I'm gonna light all of this up. Right? A person claiming to be in contact. Listen to the words, y'all, man. Listen to the word claiming to be. We don't know if this person is actually in contact with said spirits, demons. We don't know if he is in fact contact with these demons. Now, mind you, if somebody tell you like they talking to dead people to get some type of influence, some type of clarity or insight on a deep so-called philosophical aspect of our life and reality or whatever, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. Either they're in contact with demons or they're lying about being in contact with demons. Huh? The dead know not anything. They have no more of a reward to give, meaning they can't tell you nothing. They can't give you nothing. They're dead. They don't know nothing. They don't know anything. So if you talk to somebody and they say that they're getting information, if they're getting revelation from dead people, ancestors, their grandma, their granddaddy, uncle, Moses, whoever, they're lying to you. In this reality. The dead know not anything. They don't know nothing. They can't give you nothing. The memory of them is forgotten. Right? The memory of them is forgotten. Not the actuality of their spirituality is forgotten. Right? But the memory of them is. Understand the difference between your actuality of your spirituality, who you are versus what you are. That could never be forgotten. But the memory of who you are in this reality, Virgil Berry, is forgotten. Once I'm gone, there's going to be nothing more for you to learn from me outside of what I left here. I ain't going to be able to tell you Nathan after I'm gone. The dead know not anything. So if somebody tell you they're getting some information from some dead people, they're talking to demons. I'm just being flat out with you, man. Now, you ain't got to believe that. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to fall into that line of thinking. That's up to you. But I'm sitting here telling you, the dead know not anything. You hear me? Your ancestors, they can't tell you anything. They're fucking dead, man. So somebody calling themselves a spiritual medium, a necromancer. This is damn fly in here. I'm about to get it. A necromancer, that means they say they talk to demons. So this guy, John of God, what he calls himself, Oprah Winfrey's endorsing this guy who calls himself a spiritual medium. Let's go.
What does that mean, a medium? Describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What does that mean, a medium?
Médium, eu sou espiritualista.
As a medium, he's a spiritualist. He believes a great deal in God, and he practices this mission already.
Right, so when they say these people claim to believe in God, y'all, what God are you talking about? And I want y'all to start asking these people, man, right? Ask people, if you be out and about, avoid this conversation at work. Avoid this conversation at work. If you was at work and you hear people talking about things like religion, just don't involve yourself in them. Keep your opinions to yourself, because if you're working somewhere, that means you need that job and you need that to be able to pay for your living. So it's not that so much as you being a slave or so, whatever. No, but if you need your job, you need your job, right? If a man doesn't work, a man doesn't eat. If you need to go work somewhere to pay for your living for you or your family, right? I'm just saying to protect that so you can keep that going until you can make a different situation for yourself, right? To where you speaking on such things ain't going to matter, right? In any form and have no effect on you financially. Do not get into conversations about such things with people at work. If someone was to ask you something about your whatever beliefs, opinions, you keep them to yourself and just kindly say, I don't speak on such things at work. Trust me, you want to do that. That's just putting y'all up on game right there. All right. We all got to start somewhere, and you don't want to be possibly messing up a good situation for you as far as a job to help you be able to get you some money, man, so you can get to the next situation. You know what I mean? And then you have a conversation with somebody at work, you know, talking about, and they get all in their feelings and they report you to the people. Next thing you know, your ass is up out of there. So like I'm saying, refrain from having discussions about religion, politics, such things of that matter. Don't do it at work. You don't do that shit at work. Don't do it, y'all, man. You hear me? Just, hey, keep your opinions to yourself. Go do your job. Don't be trying to make friends with people. Go do your job. Take your ass home. You hear me? Trust me on that one, y'all. Let's go.
55 years.
All right. This guy say he believes in God. What God? Start asking people, what God do you speak of? What God do you believe in? What God do you represent? Because you could be talking about some other stuff. You got to get specific with people nowadays. These are the people that Oprah promotes, y'all. This guy just got sentenced to 99 years in prison for sexually violating over 600 women and young girls. So-called John of God. John of who? What God you talking
Born on a
about?
farm to a family who rarely had enough to eat, Joao Tejera de Faria was the youngest of 6 children. His father was a tailor. His mother, a housewife who also ran a small hotel to make ends meet. Joao left school when he was 7 to work in his father's tailor shop. To this day, he cannot read or write. As a boy.
So we are supposed to believe. Listen to this, y'all. This is why I be doing what I be doing, y'all. to break this stuff down in its simplest forms, man. So we supposed to believe that a dude who can't read or write is some type of spiritual healer, spiritual medium. Look what we're asking to be accepted and believe from this dude. Yeshua could definitely read and write. He was a scholar. He was raised to be such because he was literally the author of it. He was the author of honesty. Huh? He went to school. He was taught about what it means to be a scribe. He knew all about it. You got to remember his period from the time he was about 12 or 13, and he ain't come back on the scene till he was 30 damn near years old. He was 30-something years old. What happened in them 18 years? Huh? What y'all think Yeshua was doing in his human form for them 18 years? Me and my dad are going to get into some things tonight, man. This guy can't read or write. All right? Not only was Yeshua the physical embodiment of the words, he knew the words, which means he, in his form, Yeshua, he still had to acquire the ability to read the actual words in his fleshly form because he had to take on that flesh to understand. Man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, all of this stuff going on is all connected, man. You hear me? It ain't no different than before. You hear me? You got guys like this who represent LSD himself, right? Coming on the scene, talking about some they're men of God, or they talk to, they're a spiritual medium, and they have this strong belief in God. What God are you talking about? JAOA, however you say this guy's name.
Joao says he realized he was clairvoyant when he predicted.
What did the definition of medium say? And I'm going to keep going back and forth just to break this down so y'all can have an understanding. Clairvoyant, necromancer, spiritist, spiritualist, fortune teller, a person claiming, just like this dude right here, man. Just like this John of God dude, man. Who is this guy claiming? He's claiming, y'all. This dude is claiming. He is claiming to be in contact with demons. We don't even know if he actually is, but I'm going to tell you, more than likely he probably is if he has this going on to the point to where he's able to sexually violate over 600 women and girls. He's got sentenced to 99 years. 600. That's insane, man. And that's just the ones that I guess they know about.
A terrible storm that destroyed a neighboring village. This event began his journey as a spiritual medium.
Are we all, in some sense, missionaries of God? Do we all have the possibility in our own way to be a medium for God?
Todos nós somos médium.
Everybody is a medium.
Now, these are lies from the pit of hell, right? And I'm telling y'all, Oprah, man. Right. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, y'all, man. This is Oprah Winfrey. She promotes these guys, man. It ain't up to me for to say anything about Oprah, man. The Most High gonna deal with her. It ain't up for me to sit up here and say nothing. And, you know, it's just up for me to do what I'm doing right now, putting y'all up on game about this person, who she connected with. She has a knack for being connected with these type of people, man. You know, she endorses a lot of people like this. This guy is a monster. And why don't Gail never interview Oprah about her connection with people like JAOA, TEXERIA? Why don't she ever have interviews with Oprah about her connections with Harvey Weinstein or Jeffrey Epstein or Jean-Luc Brunel or Bill Gates or Bezos? Huh? Or homeboy over there, Zelensky over there in the Ukraine. Why don't Gail ever interview Oprah about stuff like that? Why don't she ever interview Oprah concerning talking about her relationship and connections with ECKHARDT TOLLE, who we about to get to here in a few short seconds? All right?
Who practices good. And we are all children of God. And each person has their mission.
Yes. The first time I saw it today, I was humbled by the
Ela
experience.
disse quando ela viu primeiro as pessoas hoje,
pouco, isso aqui pertence a você.
because a little bit of this belongs to you. A part of this belongs.
Did y'all peep that? Y'all hear that? Pay attention and listen.
Hoje.
Pouco, isso aqui pertence.
I ain't kissing no man's hand. You hear me? I ain't kissing no man or no woman's hand in this type of fashion. This is idolatry. Right in our face, y'all. Y'all can't even deny this stuff, man. You hear me? And all y'all out there who involved in spiritualism, praying to the oceans, the Oshiras, you know, your ancestors, the spiritual realm, the ancestral realm, pouring libations, burning sage, incense, all. Yes, it is all demonic. It's not demonic because somebody done listened to some Europeans take on. No, it's demonic because the scriptures say so. That's why it's demonic. Now, you don't have to believe that. You believe whatever you want. Well, I'm telling you, this ain't what we being told it is, right? And in fact, everything that the scriptures do say is actually happening. So it's up to you to decide, but you better make sure you're making the right decision. You need tap in and walk with me, man. You better make sure you're making the right decision, man. And I'll tell y'all right now, and I tell people this all the time too, man, because no, I'm saying nobody has to believe anything I say. I don't want you to believe anything I say. I want you to go check out to see if what I'm saying has any validity to it. But with that being said, I don't care how it's not up to me to think about or even care, be concerned with how you're receiving what I'm saying, right? I'm just here to make you privy to it, to bring it to your awareness, right? Because you can't unsee something, you can't unhear something, right? But I'm telling you, my life, my experiences, I'm sitting here telling you, man, these demons exist. I have interacted with them or have had interaction with them all my life. You have too. You're probably just not aware of it or don't know what it is, or, you know, your spiritual eyes ain't open, right? And a lot of people think their spiritual eyes are open, but they're not. They're just connected, or should I say, they're open to this stuff, this straight demon time all in our face. They're open to that, but it ain't open to actual spirituality, right? Not spiritualism, not spiritualist, but ality. Study etymology. You will know what ality means. You will know what ality is. Huh? And this is idolatry. right in our face. Everything the Most High says to not get involved with when it comes to this reality, right? The things of this world, mind y'all, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He didn't say nothing about creating the world. So we already know we in some bullshit right there, right? So who created the world? Was the world created or was the world formed? Was it manipulated from its original version? It's ality. Huh? Reality. Re means to what? Do it again, or a copy. Ality. Huh? That's a lesson for y'all to go do. It's a homework. Y'all go find out what ality means, what ality is. All right. So in this reality, which is a version of the actuality or the original origin, the earth. Not the world, but the earth. How many of y'all know it's the difference between the world and the earth? Anyway, this is idolatry, right? Happy in women, let's walk with me. Let's go.
Because a little bit of this belongs to you.
A little bit of this belongs to you, Oprah. That's John telling Oprah, a little bit of this belongs to you now, Oprah. Pay attention to the language, man.
A part of this belongs to you.
How so? I don't understand.
Because you are human.
Well, could the entity tell me, what does human energy
The entity
look like? Because as I understand it, each person that comes before you, the entity sees the energy of that person.
We have an aura. We have.
See, man, this is demon talk they're talking, y'all. I want y'all to realize this stuff. This is what I'm saying, man. And if you don't have no knowledge or experience of such things, when you hear a person like me speak on it, of course, due to the programming of this reality, you're going to think I'm crazy. I'm the guy that's crazy. And that's crazy. But that's good, right? They're talking about auras. What do I tell y'all about all the time? Your auric field, which is connected to the morphic field. Your energy output, input, output, carrier signal. Your human magnetic field, which is synonymous and directly connected to the Earth's magnetic field. And in between those two becomes some electromagneticference that we call the world, the matrix. You know, I could sit up here and break this down to you all day, and it won't make sense until the Most High puts it in you to have the vision to see it, right? Every seer is a prophet, but not every prophet is a seer. What was one of the definitions of being a medium? If you can see evil spirits, that don't mean that you can see the good ones. Are there good spirits? Of course there are, right? But understand that good spirits, man, that's a whole nother. Y'all not ready for conversations like that. That's why I don't get too deep into stuff like that. I try to keep it surface. So that's not insulting anybody's intelligence. I just know that most people, y'all minds aren't perceptually prepared to even contemplate such things. And I don't like to confuse people, and I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to overcook the pudding, so to speak, when it comes to certain things. I want to keep things at a certain level because I want to make sure everybody can understand it. And for such advanced stuff like that, you know, maybe we can go to Patreon or you know, put it keep that the Spiritual Root Sundays or something. You know what I'm saying? But notice she says the entity can listen to the language, man.
What does human energy look like? Because as I understand it, each person that comes before you, the entity sees the energy of that person.
Temos a áurea.
We have an aura. We have different colors in our aura.
So human energy looks like colors?
Sim.
Yes.
Várias cores.
Human energy looks like color. Roy G. Biv, the visible spectrum. The visible spectrum. Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, rainbow. And I want y'all to start opening up y'all's mind to see how this is how this system thinks. And it's so easy to pick it apart when you have the sight to see it, man. That's why, you know, that's why they try to suppress stuff like this, because they don't want the counter to this information being out there. Because it's some of us out here who have the sight to see through this stuff, and we can connect the dots for y'all. Right? Notice how he said that the human aura is color, or when OPRAH asked him that, he agreed and said, yes, see, yes. So think about color, think about Roy G. Biv, the rainbow. Think about the actuality of the rainbow's purpose and use. And then think about how in the reality, I know it sounds like but just think about what I said. And now in the reality, the rainbow represents what? Now what does the rainbow represent according to JAOA? It not only represents the human aura or energetic field or magnetic field or auric aura, right? It also represents now the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, which from no life can come. There's no life coming from that agenda. Because when a man gets with a man sexually, or a woman gets with a woman sexually, there's no life being regenerated from that. So think about when he says the human energy aura is color. Now, when we think about color, we think about visible spectrum. The visible spectrum is only 0.005% of what is there to see. And we only see a fraction of it. Remember when I told y'all about that? Man, I'm telling y'all, I gotta tap in and walk with me. Man, listen, this stuff get deep, man. You gotta pay attention to what these people are saying, man.
Various different colors.
What does something like cancer look like when you see inside?
Quando vê aranha,
Sendo da vontade de Deus, não.
when he sees cancer,
Deus é sobre todas as coisas.
he starts asking that this be taken away, be removed, being God's will, because it is not he does not have the power. It is God who has the power. And he prays to have the person's cancer removed by God, if it is his will, if it is God's will.
Now, notice he didn't answer her question. Notice he didn't answer OPRAH's question. OPRAH asked him, what is the color of cancer? He never answered that question. This damn flyer here starting to piss me off, man. You feel me? Peep gang, y'all. That's why I be telling y'all, pay attention to these people, man.
Look like when you see inside?
Various different colors.
What does something like cancer look like when you see inside?
Quando vê aranha,
Right? She asked him, what does cancer look like? He never answered that question. He just said what he does to remove it. Right? And let me correct John of God on what he said. Hold on, let's finish watching what he said. Listen to what he said.
He starts asking that this be taken away, be removed, being God's will, because it is not his, he does not have the power. It is God who has the power. And he prays to have the person's cancer removed by God, if it is his will, if it is God's will.
Right. And let me correct her on that, right? Let me get this off of the screen real quick and put this back up here, man. All right. The Most High doesn't remove the cancer from your body. The Most High removes you from the cancer. I'm going to say that again just in case y'all didn't hear what I said, man. Just in case y'all didn't hear what I said. The Most High doesn't remove the cancer from your body. He doesn't heal your cancer. The Most High removes you from the cancer. He heals you from the things that led up to how the cancer metastasized, right? And developed into itself. He removes you from that. Understand the difference, man. So let me correct John of God on that. Why would God heal your cancer? God was not going to remove something that he didn't originally design. He didn't design us to have cancer. So there's no need for him to remove it from us. It isn't a part of us. We weren't designed to have it. It is us that needs to be removed from the cancer, not the cancer removed from us. Understand that paradigm. And once you do, maybe you'll be on the path to being able to see. And only the Most High can do that for you. Not no ancestors, not nobody in the spiritual or ancestral realm, not burning no sage, pouring no libations, praying to Oshans, Anshiras, none of that shit. Grave soaking, looking into fortune crystals, fortune tellers, crystal balls. None of that stuff is going to tell you that. It can't help you. Because remember, y'all, the dead don't know anything. So what they're going to tell you, and if you're talking to somebody and they tell you anything, those are demons. Notice they don't never really tell you anything good. It just appears to be. Notice how they come to you in your dreams. When you're in states of emotional imbalance. Right? Notice how they're never there when things go bad. Right? Notice how when you get into times of extreme trauma, degradation, who do you call on when when it get rough and raw? Who you call on? You don't, I ain't even trying to preach it, nothing like that, man, because that ain't what, I'm just saying, understand, when you hear this guys like John of God talking about, goddamn it, talking about God works through them, you better ask them what God he talking about. Sitting up there, this dude got sentenced to 99 years, man, in the Who's gal, man, messing with them little girl, huh? It's crazy, man. Absolutely insane, man. Oprah Winfrey be promoting and you know what I'm saying, advertising, advocating for these people, man. This dude got sentenced to 99 years, man. Crazy though, man. Look at this dude. Check this guy out, man. Check this guy out, man.
Pedindo o teu amor. E faça de mim a tua vontade. Hei de pregar. Passo o que passar. Hei de pregar suas palavras em toda parte. Em nome do teu filho, entrego o meu corpo, a minha alma a Deus. Deus,
check this dude out.
Criador do céu e da terra, que neste momento, que abra as suas asas sobre todos que estão aqui reunidos neste momento. E peço que faça de mim o que quiser.
That's God, man. God, man. I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to take this in. Many false prophets will come, man. Everything in the scriptures is being fulfilled. So you can ask yourself and be like, hey, whatever. And this is the exact thing.
Eu vou operar e você, como médico, vai dar
That's what we're talking about. The Most High was telling us about it. You can believe it, I believe. But look at this guy. Do y'all think this guy represents the Most High?
Pode segurar. É um médico que andava de muleta. E sua dor agora vai embora. E eu estou começando, porque aqui não tem mais. Sabe que você vai voltar com mais nova. E você pode começar o seu trabalho. Você tem tirada do seu trabalho. É para não voltar mais.
So I'm gonna guess this is like a birthing ceremony. Maybe the girl is infertile, or maybe she's trying to have a baby. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't understand Portuguese like that. So John of God, Viviane Leite Canal Official. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But this looked like some type of weird ceremony, ritual, where he's touching on this girl's stomach and all type of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Demonic, man. This is all demonic. I don't care what this is demonic. There's nothing righteous about this stuff. They don't even get a righteous vibe. The fact that people is getting lost in this stuff let you know that this reality is coming to a rude end. Rude, shrewd end. Let's go.
É aqui. Você, como médico, primeiro, olha para aqui. O que acha, Carlos?
You bleeding? What the fuck?
Pode enfiar a mão. Você é médica, por favor.
You digging in there?
Pode procurar. E sei que você carrega com você
I see
o
this,
tipo
man.
de medir áurea. Cadê para medir o médio também? Pode ver que é a primeira vez que eu estou falando com você.
She's bleeding, look.
Eu te conheço e o médio não conhece. Se eu te o médio bem incorporado.
What the hell are they doing? Where in the scriptures just say to do this at? What is this? What is this? What is this, y'all? This is some demonic shit going on right here, man. I want somebody to try to
Agora
explain
você
this.
transmite a distância do espaço da minha áurea ao microfone. E fala quem é você.
Eu sou uma médica no Rio de Janeiro, do
Olha
de Israel, e eu vi toda essa motivação de conhecer.
This chick is bleeding. So I mean, I don't even know what this is. Some weird ritual, bloodletting. I see bloodletting. Right? I want y'all to understand that this stuff is demonic, man. This ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. This ain't got nothing to do with any of that, man. All of this stuff is demonic. Now let's get to ECKHARDT TOLLE, right? Let's get to ECKHARDT TOLLE. All right. All right. When you look up ECKHARDT TOLLE online, the first person that comes up is OPRAH. She's the first person that comes up. All right. She's connected with this guy. Just like she's connected with the other guy who just got sentenced to 99 years. Right? Why is OPRAH connected to these type of people, man? That's the question, right? That is the question. You hear me? Why is OPRAH connected to so many lascivious people, right? You understand what I'm saying? Now, ECKHARDT TOLLE comes out of the school of people like L. Ron Hubbard, right? Let me get a picture of L. Ron Hubbard himself, though. This guy. L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard. Oh my God, man. I thank the Most High for giving me the sight to see, man. All right. L. Ron Hubbard, he's a so-called one of the founding fathers of Christian fiction. He's also the guy who came up with this whole thing of Dianetics, right? You know, learning how to learn. You know what I mean? He was connected with Margaret Sanger and all these people. L. Ron Hubbard was a member of the THELEMA Society, right? You know, L. Ron Hubbard is connected with guys like this right here. No. He's connected with Aleister Crowley. You understand what I'm saying? He's connected with Aleister Crowley. You know? You feel me? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Hold on real quick, y'all, right? I want y'all to listen to this, man. I want y'all to listen to this real quick, man. I'm going to bring it up on my phone. Just give me a couple seconds. You feel me? I'm telling y'all, man, look at the people that Oprah is connected to, man. All right? I want y'all to look into the people that Oprah is connected to. And this is the way, and I do this, y'all, so y'all can see, like I said, these are the people that Oprah is connected to. All right?
Right now. Hi, everyone. My name is Aaron, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about L. Ron Hubbard's involvement with Aleister Crowley and the occult and black magic. Specifically, I want to explain why Scientologists don't care at all about any connection between L. Ron Hubbard and the occult or black magic or Satanism or Aleister Crowley or any of this stuff. I want to explain why none of the information that's out there in the world about this subject is something Scientologists give a damn about in any way, shape, or form. Let me read some excerpts from the Wikipedia article about Scientology and the occult. Scientology is suspected or alleged by some observers of being inspired by or sharing elements with a number of esoteric or occult systems. In 1945 to 46, Hubbard was briefly involved with and defrauded Jack Parsons, an American rocketry pioneer who was also a devoted Thelemite, not going to pretend to know what that is, and member of the Agape, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Agape Lodge of Aleister Crowley's magical order, Ordo Templi Orientis in Pasadena, California. In 1950, Hubbard published Dianetics, the Modern Science of Mental Health, and in 1953, he organized the Church of Scientology. Hugh B. Urban, a scholar on religion who has written much about Scientology, writes that while some writers, such as John Atack, assert that Crowley's ideas on magic are at the core of Scientology, others, including Roy Wallace and J. Gordon Melton, have dismissed the connection between occultism and the church. Hubbard's eldest son related a story that L. Ron Hubbard had first discovered magic, that's M-A-G-I-C-K, at the age of 16, when Hubbard read Aleister Crowley's The Book of Law. Author John Atack reports that Hubbard joined the Rosicrucian order, ancient and mystical order Rosicrucius. Hope I'm pronouncing all of that correct.
Right. I'm doing all this, y'all. I'm doing all this to show y'all that this is who ECKHARDT Tolle is connected with, too. ECKHARDT Tolle comes from out of the THELEMA Society. which was by Aleister Crowley. He also comes from underneath the tutelage of L. Ron Hubbard out of Dianetics and Scientology. And he started his new ideology of spiritualism, with all that power of now and all that stuff, man, right? So I got to do this to, connect the dots for y'all, man. You hear me? That's what all this is about. You know what I mean? All right, so now we can get back to Eckhart Tolle, all right? How many of y'all know who Eckhart Tolle is, man? All right. This guy. All right. Creating a new earth together. Uh-oh. How spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle helped guide Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale. Very interesting. All right. Very interesting. The things we find when we connect the dots. This is very interesting. Kendrick is connected with Eckhart Tolle. Very interesting, man. Very interesting. If I do say so myself. Uh-oh. See, another one bites the dust, man. So that would explain why he was having that crown of iced out crown of thorns on his head. See, I want y'all to understand that these people are placed in front of us to push the agenda. All right. Oh, I didn't know Kendrick Lamar was under the spiritual guidance of Eckhart Tolle, man. It's crazy. This is absolutely insane. Man, Kendrick, I ain't know, bruh. I didn't know this, Kendrick. Oh, we gotta take a brief intermission real quick, y'all, man. I didn't know this, Kendrick.
Hello, new world. Is the ego the source of our thoughts, or are our thoughts generated elsewhere and pass through the ego?
Oh, thank you. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the
opinions, viewpoints of that's me. That's some people talk to themselves, and you are so good.
Take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take it for the meal, hella 5 take off the
dream-like state. You're up here, not present here. So a certain alertness arises. You become more conscious of what surrounds you, but also, strangely, it's hard to talk about it, but I will, of an underlying a sense of presence that is both within and without.
You ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs. You stepping to what? You out of pocket.
Where do our thoughts come from? So oftentimes I'll have thoughts and I recognize them as even not my own, or possibly pattern.
Notice she said some of her thoughts aren't her own. Kendrick Lamar, I'm going to look into this. See, this is what I like about doing this research, man. I didn't know this. I'm not a fan of Kendrick Lamar to the extent to where I found. I didn't know that ECKHARDT Tolle is a spiritual advisor to him. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that information. That's very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Now, I'm about to bring up ECKHART Tolle and Oprah on the screen, right? We're going to listen to some audio, right, of ECKHART and Oprah having a conversation, right? Now, this guy, ECKHART Tolle, comes from underneath the tutelage, L. Ron Hubbard, Aleister Crowley, you know, is where he gets a lot of this power of now stuff from. A lot of this, you know, actualization and all of that stuff he be talking about. All right. Let me pull this up on the screen for y'all, man. Tap in, walk with it, smash that like button, man. You hear me? Then I'm telling y'all, man, you gotta start looking at who these people connected to, man. Like when you type his name in, Oprah automatically comes up. All right. Like he's automatically associated with Oprah because Oprah promotes these guys. This is why I named the show is OPRAH. All right. She promotes all of these wizards and warlocks, witches and warlocks. You hear me? She promotes these people. All right. ECKHART Tolle, John of God. You know, Oprah promotes these guys.
57. As soon as you rise above mere survival, the question of meaning and purpose becomes of paramount importance in your life. Many people feel caught up in the routines of daily living, you say, that seem to deprive their life of significance. Some believe life is passing them by or has passed them by already. Others feel severely restricted by the demands of their job and supporting a family. Some are consumed by stress, lost in frantic doing. Many people long for the freedom and expansion that prosperity promises. Others already enjoy the freedom that comes with prosperity and discover that even that's not enough to endow their lives with true meaning. There is no substitute for finding true purpose. So how do we do it?
Now, what you just read basically, of course, means that many people spend their lives in a state of almost permanent dissatisfaction.
Right.
Unfortunately. So they may be looking for some purpose, or they may have given up hope that there is some purpose for them, and they're just surviving or making a living.
Or caught up in the doing.
Caught up in the doing, in the stress of it.
Right.
And so usually when we talk about purpose, when people talk about purpose, they think of purpose in terms of future. Where am I going? What am I supposed to do? What's the direction I'm going? What is my goal? The goal that I want to achieve? And that, of course, is there. It has its place, but I call that the outer purpose. more fundamental than the outer purpose is what most people usually overlook, and that is the realization that what matters most is finding your inner purpose. Now, to most people, that initially doesn't mean anything, inner purpose. And this is why I explain it briefly in the dialogue that is there in that chapter, where somebody asks about, I want to know what my purpose is, and I tell that person, your purpose is to be here at this moment and asking that question, because this is where you are. So inner purpose is aligning your life fully with the present moment, so that you are no longer out of alignment with the present moment, which leads to the state of dissatisfaction that we talked about. That is the reality for many people. So you have to go, first of all, beyond the state of dissatisfaction that is so many people's reality.
Right.
But you cannot go beyond the state of dissatisfaction through some future goal that says, one day I would like to be in a state of fulfillment or satisfaction. No, you have to enter the state of fulfillment and satisfaction by becoming one internally with the present moment. And your purpose, then, your inner purpose, is that alignment with where you are right now, to be totally where you are, and whatever you are doing, even if it doesn't look like the life purpose that you want for the next 30 years, whatever you're doing now, to be total in doing it, and no matter what it is, to be true to life by being true to this moment.
See, that's the fuckery right there, y'all, no matter what it is, right? And that's where the fuckery comes in with Eckhart Tolle's ideology, right? He's basically telling you to, whatever your current situation is, that he's telling you to identify with it, right? I want y'all to understand what that means, to identify with what you're experiencing. What you're experiencing doesn't make you who you are, right? It is just, but it definitely contributes to what you are. Who you are never changes. Who you are is constant. It's just all about you having the knowledge of who you are versus what you are. And what Eckhart Tolle teaches under the disguise of somehow connecting what he's saying to who you are, he's really telling you to identify with what you are at the present time. See, he mixes in the truth with the fuckery, because in the grand scheme of things, the only time is the present time. Past and future are illusions. The only thing that matters is now, right now, right? And that's why in this reality, time as we experience it, like I tell y'all, is an illusion. See, and what Eckhart does is he mixes in the truth of that, of this reality. So when he speaks of being in the now, he means in being of the natural state of ality, not in this reality or matrix. He talks about the pain body. He talks about the pain not being a part of who you are. You must separate yourself from your experiences, because you are not your experiences. Who you are isn't your experiences, but what you become, what you are a result of your experiences in this reality or others, or in this world or others. Huh? Don't let that go over your head. So Eckhart Tolle is basically using Dianetics from L. Ron Hubbard and using ideology from out of the THELEMA Society, which is in itself satanic, seeing as how Aleister Crowley was one of the most prominent known guys bringing Satanism and Luciferianism into the 20th century. He's, I dare say, known as the father of modern Satanism and Luciferianism. I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? So all Eckhart Tolle is doing is just trying to put a cute cover on what's already been taught under the guise of being spiritual enlightenment, right? Talking about this pain body and talking about the being in the present moment, you know, shattering the illusory aspect of what we know and call time, but at the same time telling us that in order for us to conquer it, in order to conquer time, we must identify with it to the point to where we only focus on the present moment, but the present moment that we are experiencing in this reality is illusory in its aspect. That's what I want y'all to understand. He's telling us to identify with the illusion, not identify with the exposure of the illusion, but identify with, you know, the existence of it. Peep game. And Oprah promotes these dudes. She's connected to these guys, right? I read Eckhart Tolle's books, and I knew what it was when I seen them, especially when I started doing research into who Eckhart Tolle is and who he's connected to. And I said, oh, he's connected to all of these guys. And I started just noticing how Oprah is connected to all of these spiritual healer guys, all these so-called spiritual enlightenment guys, these spiritual mediums, as if we don't know what a medium is, right? A medium is a witch, a warlock, a wizard. Right? And I'll go in on this stuff like this because, you know, wizards ain't got nothing to do with the Most High, man. You know? And I just want y'all to know that, man, when it comes to Oprah Winfrey, man, her name just manages to always come out unscathed. She don't get investigated. I mean, she don't get questioned. Nobody interviews her, asks her about her connections with these people. She don't get questioned on any major networks or platforms or outlets. She has never been publicly questioned about her interactions and her connections with these people, especially when they go down Sminoken. You know what I'm saying? Her name was mildly brought up when the whole Weinstein blowing up. You know what I mean? Her name wasn't even mentioned in Epstein's situation, although she's thoroughly connected to him in so many different ways. Her name didn't come up in the Brunel situation, although she's connected to him in so many ways. Her name's coming up now with the recent arrest of this guy. Not this guy on the screen, but this guy. You know, Oprah's definitely involved with this guy. You know. Let me get a better picture. Ain't that what I said in the beginning? Oprah's definitely involved with this guy, though. This is a fact. All right. Oprah's definitely involved with this guy, though. All right. So, you know, man, you know. She's definitely involved with that guy. So, you know, man. Y'all can sit up here, you know what I mean? Y'all can sit up there, you know. Oprah, you know, Oprah this, Oprah that. Oprah's connected to some very nefarious people, right? This guy sentenced to 99 years. Since the 99 years. All right. Oprah always promoting these type of guys, man. When is Oprah going to be questioned? When is Oprah going to be asked about her connections to so many nefarious people? All right. This is crazy, man. Over 600 girls, man. You feel me? You hear me? This guy just went down smoking, man. You hear me? "99 years." Let me do it like this because I want to get some news on this. All right. 99 years, y'all, this guy, man. This is crazy, y'all, man. Performed dubious procedures without anesthesia. As I just showed y'all, he poked that girl's stomach. Like, come on, y'all, man. This is crazy, man. This dude, this dude is a 370-year prison sentence. 370 years, man. Are y'all serious? Where's the video at, man? I'm trying to find the video. Ain't no video of this stuff, man. It's all a whole bunch of old videos. It ain't really getting no media coverage for real, y'all. You feel me? It ain't no real media coverage on this stuff, man. You know what I mean? Since 2018, this dude has been serving multiple sentences, totaling 270 years. Basically, he ain't getting out no time soon. All right, and this is Oprah homeboy. All right, this is Oprah's homeboy right here. This dude just got sentenced to 99 years, man. You hear me? Crazy. July 10th, man, about 6 days ago, almost a week ago is when he got sentenced, man, in the courtroom. His total prison time, 370 years, 9 months, and 15 days. He's ordered to pay $100,000 in compensation. Damn. False prophets abound, man. This dude right here is Oprah's homeboy, right? She promotes these guys. Eckhart Tolle endorses these guys. Harvey Weinstein, Epstein, connected to all of these guys, right? You know what I'm talking about? Oprah is connected to a lot of people, man. You feel me? All right. Let me see if I can find this picture. All right. So, man, I'm just saying, y'all gotta connect the dots on these people, man. You know, they all connected. All of them are connected to each other, man. That's the whole point of what I'll be talking to y'all about. All right. Jamie Foxx, what's up with him? You feel me? I'm just saying, man. Oprah promotes these guys, man. You hear me? This dude got 99 more years attached to his sentence. He doing almost 400 years for violating sexually over 600 girls and young women, man, and little girls. So he deserved what he got. The thing is, when is Oprah going to get her justice? Somebody can't be connected with people like this and not be involved with people like this and what people like this got going on to some extent. Remember in the beginning, in the interview, he told her, this is yours too. Pay attention to that. He said, this is yours too, Oprah. You know, I don't take that lightly. I'm a critical thinker and even more critical listener. And I listen to everything. That man, John of God, told Oprah Winfrey, this is yours. You know? That's what he told her. So, you know, man, that's Oprah's, like I say, y'all, man. Look at this picture right here, man. Oprah looks wasted in this picture. Look at this picture of Oprah, y'all. She looks wasted in this. Oprah look like she is white girl wasted. He does too. They're like they high as shit. All right. So, man, we about to get up out of here, man. I ain't want to be here too long, but I wanted to just sit up here and break this down, this situation with Oprah. I know it's not getting a lot of media coverage, You're not hearing it on none of the major tabloids. They ain't really talking about this. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not being talked about, but it ain't being talked about. You feel me? You know, when you look at it in the, you go Google it, you know, ain't too much stuff going to come out. You know what I mean? It's coming out a little bit, but all right. Oprah ain't never getting questioned though. How could Oprah be connected to so many people? Like I said, Epstein, Weinstein, John of God, ECKHARDT Tolle, with all the people she's connected with. Feinstein, Diane Feinstein, she's connected with goddammit, Steinem, Gloria Steinem. She's connected with all the people, man. Oprah. But somehow these people end up going down smoking, and her name is just, you know, nobody's focusing on Oprah. Hold on, wait a minute. Oprah, you're connected to all these people. What you got going on that we don't know about, that we should probably know about? What about her school down in Africa? Huh? Where all them girls was coming up missing. And then her homeboy, John of God, the so-called John of God character, he gets arrested. Now he got this 370-year prison sentence for violating sexually over 600 young women and girls. Come on, y'all, man. Tap in, walk with me, man. We going in later on. I'm actually about to make the post for it now. Me and my pops later on, 7:30 p.m. tonight. We going in. You understand me? Spiritual Roots Sundays. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it messed up or none of that. We still going in. You know what I'm talking about? Me and my pops is definitely going in. Spiritual Roots Sunday later tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm about to make the post for it as soon as I end this show. I just, man, you know, I woke up and I wasn't tired when I got up. No, because I don't be tired when I wake up. I took me a nice long rest from earlier. We was kicking it, polying with each other earlier. And now I'm here, man. And I had to do this. And I'm glad that it was late night like this too. Right? Y'all watch the replay on this, man. Y'all go do your research into these people that Oprah is connected to. Go look into ECKHARDT Tolle, who he's connected with. This guy right here, he went down 400 damn near years in prison, violating hundreds and hundreds, if not more, of girls and young women. You know, these are the people that Oprah Winfrey are connected to. These are the people that she interacts with, does business with, hangs out with, promotes, advocates for, advertises, markets. What about all them girls that came up missing in her schools? Huh? This guy was involved with a global trafficking ring that dealt with the trafficking of babies, selling of babies to couples who couldn't conceive their own children on the black market. $50,000 a pop. All right. Right. So-called spiritual medium, which just means he talks to demons. You did. Tap in, walk with us, man. You hear me? Tap in and walk with us, man. This is crazy right here to me, man. Crazy as hell, man. You know, and I got to talk about it, man. I got to talk about it, y'all. You feel me? So we about to get up out of here, y'all, man. You feel me? I ain't going to stress this one out too long. You feel me? Although I could, but I'm not going to. There ain't no need for all that. Y'all done got enough in this right here to do y'all's due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And go check out and see who this John of God or JAOA TEXERIA is. Go look out, check out his content. It's tons of his content on YouTube. Him basically doing bloodletting rituals live on camera. Him doing basically necromancy, all types of debauchery, unlicensed procedures, using needles and syringes and all that crazy stuff. You know, and he told Oprah, mind you, he told Oprah, this is yours as well. How is it that Oprah can come unscathed being connected to all these people, man? You don't be connected to the people that's involved with this level of criminal activity, demonic activity, and you ain't involved at some point, man. What happened to all them little girls at them schools that Oprah had out there in Africa? Why so many of them coming up missing? Why has Oprah not been thoroughly investigated behind that? Why hasn't she been questioned publicly about that? The fire put to her ass about that. None of her homegirls, especially her main one, Gail Stale King, ain't never had Oprah on there talking about any of that. Like, Oprah, what's going on with the schools, sis? What's happening? Why so many girls coming up missing? You did. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. Man, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You did. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, walk with us. See y'all 7:30 p.m. tonight, man. Me and my pops gonna get straight to it. You did. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know how we do it, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. We out. See y'all later on, man. Surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake old niggas be surrounding me daily. Alarm clock, wake 'em up, time to wake 'em up. Fake old niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake old niggas be surrounding me daily. Alarm clock, wake 'em up, time to wake 'em up. I gotta set the alarm, wake you up from your slumber. Floyd and Harry, fake woke niggas, y'all dumbass niggas. Drop jewels, but people don't pay any attention. Let's be immediately, we the wake 'em up henchmen. A lot of times these woke niggas be really sleep. Shit, the price on a nigga's life is extra real cheap. Only the real for my niggas, we all elite. We made a living eating these rappers, nigga, bon appetit. Yeah, pause. Me and my brethren be down for the cause. We gotta come together and tear down all these borders and illusory fault lines like racism and bring light to the woke, just like the Baptists. The congregation spoke. These niggas ain't who they claim to be. A bunch of Peter pop off. Niggas really be lame to me. Anytime you at war, it's gonna be casualties. The more we come together, it's easy to beat the enemies. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily. Alarm clock, wake 'em up, time to wake 'em up. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily. Alarm clock, wake 'em up, time to wake 'em up. Alarm clock to the woke, time to wake 'em up. The main initiative should be to get your cake up. You wave riding niggas need life jackets to stay afloat. Meanwhile, I'm blowing on gas straight from the Ivory Coast. And every post I be hitting y'all with them straight facts. This rap grid is now here. We gotta face down. While they coming with microchip and vaccinations, they know niggas perpetuating indoctrination. This pandemic scam. This was a damn gimmick. Niggas will believe that
they mom died if she's still living. Open your eyes, nigga, you can see the lies, niggas. We gotta stop letting the blind lead the blind, niggas.
And that's the biggest fact, which you better tell me, niggas. This is end of 2030. It's gonna be hell, niggas. Fuck AOC and her new Green Deal. I'm Neo in this bitch. You want they red pill.